Hey guys, today's lesson is going to be using the race response strategy. So I'm going to model that for you with a sample question, and then you're going to apply that on your own. So if you have any questions, reach out to me. Otherwise, I hope the video helps you to understand. I'm going to switch my camera here. Okay. So here in front of us, we have the question from chapter 15. Yes, I know that was yesterday's, but remember, this is an example. And the question is, how does the Capitol show control over District 11? Find evidence in chapter 15 and cite what makes you certain that Rue's district suffers too. So the first thing that we have to do is we need to restate an answer. And you'll notice how I formulated this into the R and the A are together, which means you're going to restate an answer and it's going to be in its own sentence. So let's look at the question again. How does the Capitol show control over District 11? Now remember, that's Rue's district. And we were told by Rue in this chapter that it's agriculture. And Katniss had made the comment that, oh, yeah, you must get all the food you want. And we know that that's not true because in the book, it states by Rue, and I'm going to show you, I have the actual book here, that right here, I'd have thought District 11, you'd have a bit more to eat than us. You know, since you grow the food, I say. Rue's eyes widen. Oh no, we're not allowed to eat the crops. And then they go on to have their conversation about the consequences. And then we learn that Rue they feed us a bit extra during harvest so that people can keep going longer, says Rue. Don't you have to be in school? I ask. Not during harvest. Everyone works then, says Rue. So we have a few answers here. So let's go back to the question on how does the Capitol show control over District 11? And we need to restate an answer. Well, my answer to that would be that they show control over District 11 by not allowing them to eat the food they grow, which goes back with Katniss's district of coal. They ship the coal off to the Capitol as well. So, to restate and answer this, how does the Capitol show control over District 11? I would say the Capitol controls District 11 by, and I am going to say by not allowing them to keep the food they grow. Now, obviously, everywhere, even in our country, the United States, we do have to share and ship off our contributions to whatever our area is plentiful with. But this is a bigger deal because they control the rations that she gets. So that's why this makes sense. The Capitol controls District 11 by not allowing them to keep the food they grow. And I punctuated it on purpose. Now I'm going to go back to the text and I have to cite. C means cite when we're doing race. And we always start with the text states and I'm going to go back to my text here, and I'm going to use the quote, "Oh no, we're not allowed to eat the crops." The text states, "Oh no." Notice my quotations because it's coming directly from the text. "Oh no, we're not allowed to eat the crops." And that's my end quote. I just cited, that's my C. Your E is when you explain. So we need to go back and explain how this all ties together. So I'm going to read my response all together. The Capitol controls District 11 by not allowing them to keep the food they grow. The text states, "Oh no, we're not allowed to eat the crops." Since E stands for explain, this explains. And what does that explain? If they're not allowed to keep the food they grow, if they're not allowed to eat their crops, then they're starved, just like Katniss's district of 12, which would explain that they are a poor district as well. So this explains that District 11 is starved by the Capitol. As well. So if I were to be using the race response and actually writing it in a paragraph form, I wouldn't have all these spaces. I only did this to model it for you. But notice, even though I did my RA, my restate, and my answer, and I wrote it out exactly how I wanted it to look, and then I put my period, I didn't say the Capitol controls District 11 by not allowing them to keep the food they grow because you have a really bad habit, some of us, of wanting to put because. When you restate an answer, be done. Just put your punctuation. This text states, and it all flows together as if I were writing it in a paragraph. So make sure when you have your question tape for chapter 16, if you need this organizational piece, then use it. The good thing about when I post videos explaining is you're able to pause and stop, and you're even able to rewatch it. You can go back just a little bit, scroll back, because I just gave you all of the tools for your toolbox to answer your question today for chapter 16, which is going to be the question of dealing with Rue and Katniss trust with one another. So please refer back to this video. I would like for your citing to say the text states and then go into your quote. When you're using your E, this explains, and then go into your explanation. When you're done, read the whole response again. Make sure it makes sense. Make sure you didn't forget any words. Make sure it flows. And most importantly, make sure you answered the question. How does the Capitol show control over District 11? Well, did we answer that? Did we prove that the Capitol does show control over District 11? We absolutely did. They have to send all their crops to the Capitol, and they go hungry as well. And we know Rue was hungry in chapter 15 by the way she ate all of that meat that Katniss was able to hunt and share with her. She was very grateful for that. All right, guys, I'm going to turn off the video. I hope you have a great day.